work for me to get there? How do I put forth the work? That means I literally have to get up off my feet, or I literally have to put something together that cause me to be that multi-billionaire. God wants to bless you with the money, but the thing is, when He bless you with the money, before you get there, there's something you have to do before you can get it. One thing you have to do is you have to have faith to get to the process and get it started. Because see, the thing is, people want to think the process starts when you just have the thought. No, it don't start there. It starts when you get up off your feet and begin to walk in it. The word tells us the steps of a good man is ordered by the Lord. So the thing is, you have to make sure that you allow God to order your steps. And when He orders your steps, that He will align your feet in the path that you need to go before you can get there. See, the thing is, a lot of people want to get the steps planted before them. And when they get the steps planted before them, they start off good, but the thing is, they don't stay on the right track. So the thing is, you have to get back on the right track for you to get there. Because see, the path you need to take is the path that God lay out before you as you go through the process. Because see, when God orders your steps, what He's doing is He have every process of steps that you need to grow in. That process with this, like the woman with the issue of blood for 12 long years, it took for her first to have faith. After faith, it took for her to have trust in God. After she had trust in God, it took for her to be obedient. After it took for her to be obedient, she had to love people around her, no matter how bad the people treat her, no matter what the doctor said he cannot heal her, no matter what went on. Even with some of us today, when we're going through the process, everybody's ugly towards us. Knowing that ugly towards us to put us down, they label us as an outcast, they label us as people that ain't worthy of what we're doing. I know Brother Jamie, for example, he haven't told me this, but I know as he was going through the process of change, there was a lot of people who was coming against him because they know that God was elevating him through many things. But with that, he has to really have to hold on and still love these people. See, the thing is, when you're going through the process, you're supposed to hate nobody. You have to literally picture yourself as that person who is telling you negative things. You have to basically place that person in your shoes where you're going to. Because basically you have to say, well, if I hate them, then I know goodness well, I might need them in the back one. I know the old saying says, do not burn the bridges where you come from. Because if you burn the bridges where you come from, tendency you're going to be hurt in the long run. You never know that person that you burn the bridge with, who hated you in the beginning, you begin to hate them, they're going to be the key to your destiny where you're going to. How can they be the key to your destiny? Well, it takes for them to give you the courage after they're done speaking negative about you, that basically they probably had the key where you need to get to in your destiny. It might be a business. They might have a grant that they need to sign for you, and basically it's within that company. And by doing so, it just signed the grant, and basically that was the one that helped you get there. But if you turn back around and basically speak negative words against them while you're going through the process, that will hinder your process from getting where you need to go to. You have to see here with the woman with the issue of blood. It doesn't say nowhere in the scripture, but I believe by faith that in the scripture here, even though she received the negative reports from the doctor that she was not going to get better, even it says in the King James Version, it says that she had other symptoms. That means it was not only the issue of blood that she was suffering with, but there was other things that she was going through with as also. It can be relationships issues with her husband. If she had a husband, the husband probably was upset because every time he see her, she had this flow of blood going on, and they wanted to go out on a date or they're probably to go out somewhere, but she had to stay at home. The thing is with this, we cannot despise the people who's in our lives when we're going through this. Nor can we despise the people that was in our life, but we cannot despise the moment that we are in our life. Like I say, she had other symptoms going on. She probably be in a place that, well, I can't take this no more. Well, God, take me out of this. No. The book of Isaiah tells us that when you go through the fire, I'm with you. When you go through the waters, I will not cause you to drown because I'm with you. With these things going on, the woman of God here in the Matthews, and Mark and Luke, it tells us that she kept her head up. She kept pressing. She kept pressing. See, the thing is, when you go through the process, while you keep pressing, you got to keep your head up. Not only keep your head up, but you have to love the people around you. Not only love the people around you, but you have to be willing to thank God for everything that you've been through. Because, see, the things that you've been through is building your character to be more stronger. I can say all day long, I don't like this what's going on, but the thing is, God can use what I've been going through to help me. Each and every one of us going through many things in our lives, and by we going through many things in our life, we face challenges daily. Not only do we face challenges daily, we face many things going on within our personal lives, not only within our personal lives, but also within the people that we work with daily. You can say all day long, I hate my boss. And by you hating your boss, what you're doing is your boss is the one there to help you keep your job by God's will. God can be using you to save your boss, help your boss get saved, because she's watching your life. See, the thing is, as last week when I was teaching, I was telling you how don't forget what you're doing. Continue doing what you're doing. Daniel was used by God to get King Darius saved and get him repentant of his sins. How they done that? If Daniel did not stay humbly before God and stay true to God, King Darius would not have repented. See, the thing is the same way with this woman with the issue of blood. If she didn't stay obedient to God, and basically her family was watching her, then basically we would not hear about this story today. Knowing that if she didn't stay obedient, but if she didn't have faith in God. See, that's the main thing here. We see it as faith. But see, faith cannot work unless you don't have obedience. Obedience and faith goes together. How does it go together? Obedience allows your steps to line up like it's supposed to be, and you can walk them out. Now, if you're walking in disobedience, what you're going to do is you're going to begin to doubt God because things is not working out where you're supposed to be. See, the thing is, I can have faith all day long saying, well, I got faith that I'm going to get, like I said, I'm going to be a multi-billionaire. And basically, God don't tell me, say, well, if you want to be a multi-billionaire, okay, I want you to go into this, go here and go to the bank and basically put $1,000 into the bank. And by you put $1,000 into the bank, I want you to invest this $1,000 that you made get at least about $5,000. Invest into an ideal that you're going to create something. For example, God can tell you to create a new item. For example, I read this post the other day. It said your dream job is within you. See, the thing is, our dream job had not been created on it. Many of us have many dream jobs that we want to do, but the dream job is within us. So we have to literally go within ourselves and pull it out. Where is the dream job? See, now, with this woman who had the issue of blood, she had a dream. She said, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I'll be whole. She said that within herself. So the thing is, that's how the dream job is. When God tells you to create a dream job, you have to pull something from out of you to get it. It's the same with the woman with the issue of blood. She said, if I can just touch Jesus, I'll be made whole. Now, see, the thing is, when she touched him, see, she had to realize there was a specific spot that was within her that she thought about that she can touch, because nobody else didn't touch this spot until after she did. There's some secrets within you that God has within you that nobody don't know nothing about, and basically only God has it within you to create it before it can happen. See, the thing with that is you don't worry about what other people are doing. We should worry about what God's doing within us. See, as long as I keep my eyes on everybody else around me, I'm going to miss the whole picture. Because, see, the whole picture is not about them. It's about myself and God. See, when the thing is about me and God, while I'm doing this, God is teaching me how to rely on Him and not to rely on other people. It's not about basically the relationship that Sister Tiffany or Brother Jamie or anybody else on this call have personally with God. It's about the personal relationship I have with Him. Now, they can pray for me and help me get my life back in order and get my life in line I can get to heaven. But the thing is, it's a personal walk. And that's how it was with the woman with the issue of blood. It was a personal walk to get to her breakthrough. It was a personal walk that she had to go through the process. And by doing so, there was a lot of challenges that she had to go through to help her get there. Oftentimes, people do not want to go through challenges to help them get there. As I stated, like I said last week, if Daniel did not go through the lion den, then basically God would not allow Daniel to be elevated to the place where he was after he got out of the lion den. It was a personal walk. It's the same way with us. When we go through that personal walk with Jesus, Jesus will allow us to walk through it. And this is why he tells us that, he will never leave us, no way he'll forsake us. I just received a prophetic word today myself when I was in church. And that word was telling me, do not miss it. What it means, do not miss it. The word was telling me, it's a lonely walk sometimes. And don't get off that road of being lonely with Jesus and allowing Jesus, to work with you alone. Because oftentimes people, when they're going through the process, they want everybody around them and help them to get there. Yeah, it's good for them to help you get there. But like I say, it's a personal walk yourself. See, the thing is, I have to basically line myself up in obedience. No doubt I have to line myself up in obedience. But the thing is, I have to trust God for myself. See, the thing is, if the woman with the issue of blood didn't trust Jesus to help her get there, as it tells us in the word, it said, trust in the Lord with all thy heart. See, it didn't say trust in the Lord with your mother's heart or your sister's heart or your father's heart or who else heart it may be. It said your personal heart. It said trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto thy own. See, the thing is, it's not anybody else's direction or others' path, but it's your own path. But see, the thing is trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto thy own understanding. And trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not to thy own understanding, and he shall direct thy path. See, the thing is, we all have understanding. But the thing is, I have to have a personal understanding when I'm trusting in the Lord. I can have someone else understanding what God can do for them, but sometimes that understanding would not be able to help me in my understanding what God is trying to carry me at. The woman with the issue of blood, she would not have that understanding how she can do it, how bad she was pushed to the side, how bad she was being squished and basically being in a place that she was being walked upon. But she had to have her own understanding how she was going to press through the crowd, through the process to get to Jesus. There are some strategies that is within us as you're going through the process that God will basically lay out before you. And when he lays them out before you, he'll allow you personally to have these strategies and how to get to him more closely. The word tells us in the book of Jeremiah, it says that when I will seek for the Lord with all my heart. And when I seek for him, I will find him. I was paraphrasing that verse there. See, the thing is, I can seek for the Lord, and I can just see a part of him. But then again, it takes for me to continue to seek for him more to see the whole him. It's the same with the woman with the issue of blood. She probably been coming out of the house, and she saw Jesus walking by. And when she saw Jesus walking by, he kept walking, and he kept getting farther and farther and farther away. But it took for her to have the understanding that if I can just take and call on this person, or if I can just cut through this little alley, I can meet up with Jesus. There's no shortcuts to your process where you're going. On the shortcuts you probably can get and speed times up is through fasting and praying and obedience. Oftentimes is people forget to pray when they're going through the process. Why do they forget to pray? Because the thing is, to think everything's worked out. I just receive a word from the Lord, and by the word I receive from the Lord, that's all I need. No, it takes for you to be in daily communication with God as you go through the process. Because there are some things God will tell you to do to help you speed up the process. You can be going through the process to get your healing. God probably telling you, well, okay, you're going to the doctor today. I want you to take a left turn when that screwed up.